Johnny, and they talking dang. It's like everything look cut them drop. They go insane, they want a pick. Ain't gonna get in the beef.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington football team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Thomas. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Slide, 97. Shift right. Hey, move. Go. Go red. He's going, boys, go.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 79 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw again. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. He'll look to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A carry for Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 20. Check, check.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A give running right, Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington has taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So first and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Cooks. 30 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. 148 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Here's Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Gibson running right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Looking to throw. And that's is incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
24 is the mark. I hope you brought your rest, 'cause I'm about to take you to school. Check, check. Press now. Press. Check the backer.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9 now. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gibson again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go, G. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
182 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. Man open, here is Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Thomas. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 215 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's going on. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 36 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
A give to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On 3rd down, it's Jones, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll set up to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll run it with Jones, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The kick by Crosby is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
He's crossing. He's checking throw.
He's back to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.